Yeah. Okay. Gonna be doing some more of the Phantom. We did the first drawstring the drawstream for this character, Lee Falk's the Phantom. We did layouts last time we went live. Didn't take too long to do them, but I came up with this thumbnail right here that I wanted. This kind of got the horse right here and the skull cave, and then got the Phantom right here taking on a couple guys with his Colt 45. He's got a cutlass, so he's fighting some of the Sing pirates, and then I got his dog. I think his dog's name is Ghost, if I'm not mistaken, even though he's the ghost who walks. But if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think his wolf, his name's Ghost. Yeah, I have to go back and watch the movie again, man. Such a good movie. And Billy Zane, man, he's got that new Marlon Brando movie out. I don't know if it's any good, but he looks exactly like him. And doing the press tour for it, he's lost a lot of weight. He's looking like he's back in shape, man. All right, so got this right here. I got a little photo reference for the wolf, just to kind of give some idea, because this one right here got pretty close to it though. But yeah, this is something I kit bashed 2 images together, printed it out for fun. I like that wolf. Yeah, but it didn't. Printer sucks. My printer's horrible right now. It looks like he has like Joker hair, but that's just the background. But yeah, I'm gonna use that. I like the snarl though in the mouth. It's pretty badass. So I might use that a little bit for some ref. And yeah, maybe I'll start working on the horse a little bit. Yep. Let's see. Might have to lower some stuff down. And neck's a little too big. Maybe a little too big for this horse. Kind of sort of want to make it a little smaller. There we go. How's it going, Zachary Force? Thanks for stopping by the Lupus channel. Hey, how you guys doing? I'm drawing the Phantom right now. Old character by Lee Falk. They have a 90s movie of it. If you guys want to go check it out, it's got Billy Zane in it. I highly recommend it. If you guys are into like Zorro the Phantom or Zorro the Shadow, those type of old pulpy characters, you'll love the Phantom. So I'm working on that. I did this is the second video Drawstream I did of this character. I usually do a bunch of videos. And for the 26 you guys watching this channel, I do draw streams, comic book reviews, how to make comic videos in this time, or comics in this time, little tips I do. And right now I'm this horse was too swole, so I had to make him a little smaller. Hey, how's it going, Shadow Son? Thanks for stopping by. How you doing, Victoria Barron? Thank you. Just having a little coffee and drawing right now. It's a late night tonight, but I wanted to get to this on Tuesday, but a lot of overtime this week. A lot of overtime. But yeah, I'm taking this horse down a bit. He looked a little bit like Brock Lesnar there for a second. A little too swole. Kind of want to make him a little smaller, so just for fun. Yeah, I'm just over here. It's pretty late. It's like 11, but it's my I got 1 day off this week, so this is like my one and only Friday night. So I'm gonna definitely be staying up pretty late. Yeah, I figured I'd do some of this. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Shadow Son, I finished my game and caught up this time. Yeah. I think it's amazing. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. for you. Yeah, over here it's like 11:30 or something like that. Yeah, so I'll probably go for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending on how long. And then I'm probably going to go try to catch another, maybe an episode of something, or maybe a movie. I just got finished watching Prince of Persia. I was watching that with the kid, and I actually really dug that movie. I remember watching it. It came out 15 years ago now, and it's definitely a sword and sorcery movie. A lot of acrobatics in there from was it Jake Gyllenhaal, and got Ben Kingsley in there. Alfred, was it Alfred Molina from Spider-Man 2? Doc Ock. Well, I guess, yeah. And then Jake Gyllenhaal was Mysterio, but yeah, it's a fun movie. Yeah, Staying Up Late's awesome. But yeah, I actually really dug that movie. hmm The Sands of Time. A lot of swashbuckling in there, parkour. Uh, Pretty pulpy for being based on a video game of its time and being a Disney movie. We were either going to watch that or John Carter. We like the John Carter movie. That could have been a lot better too. I mean, but still pretty fun. Still a pretty fun movie. A lot of big cast in that one too. You got Taylor Kitsch and Mark Strong, Bryan Cranston. A lot of people in there. Willem Dafoe. What is it? Syrian Hines. You got, was it James Purefoy from Solomon Kane? He's in there, running around in there. That other guy, Dominic something from 300 and The Punisher, the Jigsaw guy. A lot of actors in that Carter movie. Let's see here. I'll send you 20 if you draw. No, thank you. I don't do that. But let's see here. Lupus Channel, yeah. What the Shadow and Son. John Carter is one of my ninth favorite movies. Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's a fun movie, man. I really enjoy it. I guess the movie just kind of suffered from just I guess the marketing. Just calling it John Carter doesn't really help it that much, So if they would have called it John Carter of Mars or Warlord of Mars, I think that would have helped out a lot. It would have been a little more intriguing, but you just, then they're putting JC on everything. So that didn't really help, because you're doing the Jesus Christ thing and it's just kind of like confusing. But yeah, totally cool. Love to see like a new Tarzan movie where it's actually in Placidor. Maybe even a Turok movie. That would be cool. A lot of fun stuff. Imagine a Fire and Ice movie, like a live action, maybe produced by like Sarah Frazetta's daughter or granddaughter. That could be cool. Yeah, Disney, Shadow and Son, Disney sabotaged it due to them not wanting competition with their newly acquired Star Wars and Marvel comic. I could see that, man. I was talking to the kid about Prince of Persia. I'm like, I think this is right around the time that Disney acquired. I was getting into the Marvel and Star Wars game because that Prince of Persia came out 15 years ago, and Jerry Bruckheimer was doing that in the pirate movies. So you're getting some swashbuckling movies a lot back then, and just kind of fun like adventure movies like the National Treasure movies and whatnot. What else do you do? They kind of stopped doing that for the Marvel stuff, and I mean, they put out the Jungle Cruise. I liked that movie. I thought that was pretty fun. Believe it or not, I didn't think I was going to like it. I actually ended up liking it. The Rock, he could be kind of the same character in every movie, but it was still fun though. I had fun watching it. Yeah. What? Let's see here, Victoria Barron. What type of paper do you use? I just use the Strathmore Bristol, just the regular stuff. I used to use the comic book with the blue line like built into it or inked into it. I don't use that anymore though. Yeah, I don't really do that anymore. Sometimes I use blue. I use blue pencil. Usually, if I'm doing like something out in the middle of nowhere, like a fantasy fight scene or something, just to kind of experiment with it. But I don't really do it anymore because then you have to go into Photoshop and you have to erase the blue line. Let's see here. Shadow and Son. Tarzan and John Carter are coming back real soon. San Diego Comic-Con had a lot of teasers. What? I wonder who's playing Tarzan. I just hope they do it more like faithful to the Burroughs work, because it's like they never get it. They never get it right. You know, it's always kind of weird. Yeah. Kind of want this hoof right here, like kind of coming up, or just maybe coming down. I love drawing, but I get bullied. Sorry to hear about that, man. Shadow and Sun. I think they are both going to be animated. Oh, that'd be cool. Victoria Brown. I have to go, but I'm looking forward to seeing more of your art, and I hope you reach 100,000 subs. You know, that'd be cool. I found something I could do while I'm drawing. You know, just do live stream and get to draw characters that I like that I don't normally do. So it's just this is something new to me. I just started doing the Drawstream, so yeah, just chilling here, having fun after a hard day's work and a little bit of coffee. Nothing crazy. Let's see here. Cal. Okay, you're happy. The Lupus channel. I'm Omni. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, let's see here. This horse right here. I got that right there. Give a little like band right there. Could probably throw the skull right on top, because the Phantom, he's got his skulls. Skulls are always a big part of this character in his costume. Again, if you guys haven't, go check out the Phantom. Even the 2049 cartoon, that's really good as well. Highly recommend that. I just started watching a little bit. I have to get back into it though. It was on Tubi for free for a while, actually. Yeah, it was on there. So yeah. Put those horse knuckles in there. All right. That maybe like a big, we'll probably have like a big thing coming up right here. Big skull. Put it right there, maybe. I really want him to just be kind of coming over the hill like that, and maybe something like that. Let's see here. Okay, there's that. All right. So, but yeah, if you guys haven't read any of the Phantom books either, they're pretty cool. It's an old character, an old pulp character from back in the day. My grandpa was a big fan of the Phantom. He's the one that put me onto it. I think I was talking about this last time when the movie came out. They had an action figure, and it came with a couple of skull rings, and that was something that we had. Let's see here. What kind of pencil do you use? I use this just a 0.5 Pentel, just a mechanical one. Nothing crazy. Yeah. All right. Lee Falk was one of the greats. Man, we should do something with the Phantom. Yeah, I got to tell you about my grandpa sometime. Shadow. He was a pulp character in, to the highest power. Very interesting. So you got that. Okay, so maybe he's just kind of coming up the hill right here, about to come up behind Kit Walker. He's gonna help him. He's gonna come up over this hill. He's gonna start stomping on some Sing pirates and maybe kicking him with his hooves a bit. Let's see here. Hey, Victoria Brown, how you doing? I wish I could have gotten into pulps earlier in life. Yeah, me too. I would have been reading them in high school. But if I would have known about the pulps and just a lot of things that I know now, I would have been doing a lot more artwork instead of just grinding away during the 20s and 30s. Yeah, just a lot of work, a lot of just going to work every day and not really doing anything. Yeah, these ears are kind of big. I'm going to make them a little smaller. Same thing with the hair, but maybe a little smaller. I don't want to kind of like this little character I'm giving him. I'm trying to work out this top of the page too. That way I could kind of just let it do its thing up here, and I could just move my way down, and not add too much detail because I really like to get in there with the inks. That's where most of my style comes from. Let's see here. I'm gonna get cookies. Same here. Pulps were some of the greatest stories. Howard Lovecraft. Yeah, man. And then Howard and Lovecraft were buddies. They were pen pals. They were just, talking and sharing ideas. And I guess Tolkien read at least one of Howard's stories and he liked it out of a bunch of different Howard stories from what I gather, what I've heard. Yeah. Let's see here. I might even. Let's see. Yeah. I might. Yeah, it's a little ways in the back, so it should be good. The big neck right there. Would be looking down a little bit. Yeah. So if he's looking out that way, you'd see a big chunk of his neck, but since he's looking down, he's covering up that part of the neck, so I'll leave it like that. Let's see here. Don't forget Lamont Cranston. The shadow was a huge back. Yeah, the shadow was massive. I had a little shadow stream a couple months ago. I need to draw another one. He's a fun character. Let's see here. I'm trying to start reading Clark Anderson Smith, but they're hard to find and not cheap. Oh, I know, man. All that stuff. A lot of the original, like even like the Howard stuff, it's really sought after now. Everybody wants to get the pages, and hear a lot about that. It's a whole market. the lost Howard scrolls. Okay. Apples. All right. All right, could leave that guy like that for now. Got the Skull Cave right there. Got one of the Sing junk ships back here. Let's see here. If you can try and save up for the Gnome Press Howard hardback, they will be worth a mint in the near future and the best way to read Conan. Oh yeah, man. I want to get all the Del Rey book editions too, just to have the flip throughs, you know. Let's see, I'll leave that. Yeah, and Billy Zane when he played the Phantom, I really like that Phantom movie. They did a lot of the filming. What he did was he shaved his head. That way the mask would fit snug on his head. That way he wouldn't have any hair. So they had to go back and reshoot scenes with the hair, and especially the ending. I think they had to do a lot of reshooting back and forth because he takes his mask off and he's there with Christy Swanson. And it was kind of tricky. And then they made the suit for him and they put a bunch of muscle padding in there. And I guess Billy Zane, he got pretty swole for the role. So they had to take a lot of the padding out because he got in pretty good shape. Crazy little factoids about that movie. He's real committed. Yeah. I gotta look at the mask again. It's been a minute. I know it's something like that. I'll go get a little photo ref of it. I don't have one right here on me, but I do know his ears are in there pretty tight, and then it's I think it comes up around the side like that. And he has it's all purple, and then it's black right here. He has white eyes. This is the movie. They give him the eyeliner. It's kind of hard to do it. Let's see here. Savage Sword, Shadow and Sun, the Savage Sword of Conan Omnibus #2 when it comes out. Two best Conan books to own. Oh, okay. Also not cheap, but so much fun to read. The art is gorgeous. Yeah, Billy was great. Yeah, the artwork in there has been really good. There's a YouTuber I think you might like to check out. Shadow is Old Man Hyborian. He just started a YouTube channel, and he does reviews of Conan. Just pretty much I think Conan right now. A lot of it's the omnibuses from Heroic Signatures and whatnot. He just did one though of the omnibus of the new omnibus. #1 sword, Cyber Sword of Conan. It's crazy too. In the movie, they had all this like skull design like throughout the costume, kind of like skull designs. It's pretty cool. I like Treat Williams in there. He was a pretty good villain. It was like, I forgot his name, was like Drac or something like that. Forgot his name. Forgot what his name is. It's pretty cool. He was pretty good in the Substitute movies too. After Tom Berenger left, he's like the brother of him or something. Oh, you're subbed to him? Yeah, he's funny. I enjoy his reviews. So a little ear right there, nothing crazy for that. He doesn't have them, but I'll put a little blurb right there, little bubble, nothing too crazy. This year, what did you think of the Rocketeer? Well, I never read any of the books, but the books look phenomenal, the comics. But yeah, I really like the movie, man. I love it. especially growing up as a kid. I liked it when it came out in the '90s. You know, I liked all those kind of throwback pulp type characters and pulp characters. I even liked Dick Tracy. I thought that movie was funny. I liked what they did with all the character designs in there, all the actors. That was fun. You know, some of those movies are better than others, but yeah, I like the Rocketeer, man. That's a good one. Yeah. Let's see here. So leave that like that for now. We'll come back and give him some like armbands. I think he has. If I'm not mistaken. He might have a couple. I don't think he does, but I think he has the Glock 45s. I remember that. So definitely going to get some reference for those. So if there's anything that I can't draw off the top of my head, then I'm going to go get references. Just to do the best I can. Sometimes they draw him to his eyes kind of come back kind of long, at least his eye slits, like a little stylized. I think that's kind of cool too. Like they kind of go out like that a little bit. Gives it a little character. Sometimes they don't. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that. Maybe not. Yeah, I kind of like him a little smaller. Yeah. First time drawing this character, so. Yeah. That. I know Alex Ross does a pretty good job of doing it too. From what I've seen. Thanks for everybody stopping by. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the likes and the subs. Appreciate you. All right, there's that. There we go. A bit of that. Coffee goes quick around these parts. Yeah, gonna check out the mask. All right, got that. It's got the breeches. It's got the big skull belt buckle right there. It's not gonna have that. The movie he's got doesn't have striped trunks. They thought it looked kind of lame, but I'll probably give him striped trunks maybe. Okay, we got the boots. The boots are pretty tight on there. Pretty easy character to draw once you kind of get everything nailed in. You know what all of it entails. I think he would look cool with some bracelets. I think he has them. Little gauntlets, some metal ones. If he doesn't have them already, I'm not sure. I could always put them on there if I want to, right? That big arm right there. Let's see here. That okay. All right. That. Start drawing these guys in a bit. Maybe this guy over here, he's not even thinking. He's just blasting this guy. A little cutlass action right there. Put a little swing to it. Show the motion of the blade moving through the air. About to come at Kit. Kit's not even breaking a sweat. Maybe I'll give this guy a little knife right here. Let's see here. Something like this. a little like that at an angle. Right. I got that. Get those shapes in there. This guy's gonna be blasting something like that. Something fierce. There, so you probably won't see too much. Right. Pirate right here. Yeah, I wish they would make another Rocketeer. You know, that'd be cool. Get the same actor. He's still around. He's a little older. He's probably like 60 now, but I'd still watch it. He can like do a passing of the torch type thing. You know, maybe bring in a younger guy, help him out. I don't know. Maybe the jetpack's too fierce for him, so, or maybe he could just do it. I'm cool with that. He could do a Rambo style. Right. All right, so we got a shape right there. Just have a kind of a buccaneer look for this guy. And then this one just be like a, I have to change the blade angle right here, possibly. Give myself some options. All right. All right, so probably roll with this for a little bit. There's that, and then self a little coat right here. This little pirate coat. Might want to change his arm. Let's see here. Still experimenting with where I want his arm to go and where I want him to hold the sword. Let's see. I want the sword to come up right there like that. About to give him a big chop. There we go. Give him that cutlass right there. Let's see here. Ever, hey, what's up, Ever? What up? What? It's looking good. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Just trying to come up with this stance of this pirate right here. I was working out his coat right there. All right, let's kind of get in there. Add a little more to it. I'm gonna clean my erasers. It's a constant eraser cleanse, you know, when you're working on this stuff. Part of the job. That right there. Give him a little lacy thing coming out of his shirt. He's a pirate. Let's see here. I'm fading, so I'll call you sometime this weekend. Keep up the good work. God bless. You too, brother. Thanks for stopping by. There's that. I just had a big old bucket of coffee, so that woke me up. And I'm under this this white light, man. If you get these white lights, they just keep you awake. My wife got them. She's pretty cool. It's white light and yellow light. I guess the white light is, yeah, what really works pretty good. This guy's some long hair. Been working on some writing a couple barbarian stories right now. One of them's going to be for an anthology, and another one's going to be for me. And it's been pretty tricky coming up with some new ideas that aren't Conan-esque too much. But anytime you're doing barbarian stuff, you're going to be, you know, borrowing from Conan the Barbarian and a little bit of Cole, I think. Let's see here. All right, so we got that. Got this sash right here. This will be probably just some designs. I'm probably going to keep these, but I'll go back and do some more research on the Sing pirates. I know that they look a little different, but I also know that pirates kind of pirate things, and they make their own style. You know, each pirate has his own little style, no matter what ethnicity he or she is. So they pick things up along the way and kind of, yeah, do their own thing. All right, there's that. This guy's getting a pretty bad head wound. Kid's coming at him with the the cutlass. I'm really digging cutlasses, man. They're pretty badass sword when you think about it. It's got that hand guard on the side and just a big blade. Just, you know, it's something pretty cool about them. They're pretty brutal. Let's see. Somalis have AKs. Yeah, right. They sure do, right? I'm the captain now. Oh man. Right. I was thinking of what's his name. I forgot his name. The villain in the movie. He plays Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat. He's the villain in the Phantom at the very end. He's up on the pirate ship and they're inside that pirate cave. They have a little sword fight. We are due for a new like a reboot on all those characters, all of them. I say reboot it all. Put it all in the time though that they're in. Don't put them in like the modern era. Let's see here. I might have to go in there and tweak this a little bit and get twisted. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think the cutlass is a pretty cool weapon. I think that you just see it with like pirates using it a lot, but other people used it too. Um, all right, we got that. Imagine getting punched in the face with a steel pummel grip. Yeah, right. Exactly. That big old guard, you know, it's pretty badass. I think I'm gonna give Kit Walker his own Phantom cutlass, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I mean, you would think for, I'm sure he does, but I mean, you'd be thinking like, you'd think that over all these generations of Phantoms, of Walkers or whatnot, of Phantoms, that they would have their own. He would have a Phantom sword, you know. If he doesn't, that's an atrocity. He should have the Phantom cutlass, you know, because he's fighting pirates all the time. He's fighting pirates. He needs a sword. I know he has the guns too, but swords are badass. I know he could just mow people down with bullets, but just him rocking a sword, I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know, pulling it off his shoulder, off his just a sword on the side. You know, I think that's cool. You know, let's see here. Trying to figure out where I'm going with the blade and the angle. Gotta close my eyes real quick. Yeah. All right. I have to bring out my ruler. Let's see here. Where are you at? Okay, I got the big one right here. I want to get to the sword right there. See, he's gripping like that. Yeah, so you're going to see the top part of his hand right here. Coming down like that. All right. Yeah, it's going to be a weird angle like that. There we go. A little bit of that. Yeah, swords and guns, you got to get the right angle, man. It's always tricky. You know, you never know what's going to be showing from what angle. And sometimes a realistic angle doesn't look as good. Let's see here. No. Okay. Looking forward to that Highlander movie, man. I can't wait for that. I'm kind of like a little disappointed that Batista's playing the Kurgan, but it's something he's been fighting for that role, I guess. I saw an interview with him. He's like, I want that role. I want that fucking role. Whatever I got to do, give me that role. You know. He went to the director and told him like years before it, because the movie has been like tossed around Hollywood a bunch of times, and different scripts and what have you. And yeah, he was all about that. Kind of want to give him this custom sword right here. Yeah. Give him something a little different, you know. Let's see. Got that. I like that Legend of Zorro as well. I think that's what it was, or the Mask of Zorro. That first Zorro movie with Anthony Hopkins and Antonio Banderas, that movie was fire. The second one was trash, though. I don't know what the heck happened with that. Yeah. Well, maybe this would be like that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the second one. I just got real cheese ball out of nowhere. Just like watching him, like, what am I watching? This doesn't have the same tone as the first movie. It was like watching Conan the Destroyer. Yeah. Zorro the Destroyer. I guess they have a Zorro TV show on Netflix right now. I've seen some action scenes from it. Look pretty cool. I might go check that out one of these days. Yeah. There we go. I think this would be kind of like that. Probably would catch the inside of this. Like that, maybe. I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think that's the angle a little bit. You'd be inside. You would see the inside of the cutlass guard. Right. Probably work with that for now. See where that goes. Fun little sword. Kind of gave him that Conan neck. Let's see here. Might do that. Let's see here. Ever the Dread Pirate Steve, be in no man's debt. I'll make a barter with you, true as the North Star, in exchange for your kindness. I'll be sharing my buried treasure with you. Once I find it, that be. All right. So we got that guy right there. Got a couple pirates right there. Start working on that wolf right now. This guy's probably going to be in front of the wolf a little bit. Let's see here. Wolf. There's a little reference right there. Let's try this out like that. This guy's got to try to tweak this a little bit. So you got those teeth down there like that. Can make a big wolf right there. Making the wolf a little bigger. A little meaner. Will Chan, thanks for stopping by. Cool drawing. Ever. Old Yeller with the graphic novel could be fun. Yeah, a lot of things could be pretty fun in comic book form, I'd say. 100%. 100%. Trying to get this menacing wolf. That feralness. I know in the movie he's a leaner, like thinner wolf. I remember, but in here I kind of want him a little thicker. I just think it looked kind of cool. If possible, we'll see. Let's see, probably right about there. Probably the same spot from last time. Let's try this again. All right. What's wrong with Wolfie? I can hear him barking. Terminator 2, remember that? That was pretty messed up. Let's see here. There we go. Let's try this out. All right. Got a little bit of that. Probably change the stance of the leg right there. And let's see, with the wolf, you want to, it's like you want to have those eyes really wide open. Yeah. Or have them really angled down sometimes. Right. Do I usually draw in quiet? Just depends. Sometimes I usually listen to podcasts or audiobooks or music sometimes. That's usually what I do. But yeah, sometimes I'll draw in quiet. Just really depends on what mood I'm in and what I'm going for. I don't really I don't write in. If I'm drawing, yeah, if I'm creating a comic book page, then I usually just put music on because it's distracting for me. But this is just chill, so it's not a big deal. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to. Let me try this. A little meaner. I was trying to get those eyes like those feral eyes, but I couldn't do it. I'm gonna have to go back to the original eyes I wanted, I guess. T2, I made a poster that said no fate. Let's see here. Go. These eyes are going to be lit up in the inks, though. Like that. Get that hand bit up. Okay, there we got the ears. Kind of work with that. So I'm gonna even put the leg in a different spot. Work on that paw a little bit. So we got that. The wolf's looking a little more meaner. All right. Oops. Pressing too hard. There we go. All right, we got that going along pretty good. We can start working on this cat over here. Start doing the inks. It should be a lot more fun too. On top of that, I forgot to get the cliffs over here. Let's see, maybe I'll have the hair going that way. See that. Clean off the eraser a little bit. So it's getting a little. All right. There we go. A bit of that. Let's see what kind of shirt he would have. Clothing. Probably something like that, maybe. All right. Clean off the eraser again. Let's see here. Yeah, T2 was the probably the best action movie ever made. It's up there, surprisingly, in my opinion. Not my favorite, but probably the best. A lot of stuff to like about that movie. Come with me if you want to live. We got their his cut list right here too. Probably gonna move it over here. Let's see. Got that right there. This is gonna have to come through here like that. Pretty decent size handle. Something like that. That means he's probably gonna have the fist down like that. Let me draw those fingers. Draw that fist. There we go. Tell him, you've been here too long. You go home now. There we go. Got that. Got that. Probably gonna be like right. Yeah, it's gonna be like right there. It's a weird angle, bro. There we go. A lot of drawing and redrawing and erasing. Got to get the right angle. Let me know where his fingers are. What's really going on? What's really going on? About to drop it right there. Let's try that out again. All right. That right there. There we go. There's a little finger sticking out right there. Move this thing down just a little bit. I got that right there. The Cutlass. There we go. A bit of that. All right. Probably has like a sash or something. There's that. So he was saying that earlier in the chat that they're coming out with a Tarzan and John Carter cartoon. That's going to be cool. And then I know for Zeta Girls, it's coming out with 2 John Carter toys, action figures. They're going to have like the nice, like $70 one. And then they're going to be coming out with like the kind of Kenner Masters of the Universe one too. So that should be pretty cool. Looking forward to that. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, this guy's got ahead of himself right here. Can't wait to tune this mask up. I know this isn't exactly how it looks, but yeah, I'll tune it up. Chisel this dude up a little bit. Kind of want to put like stitching in it or something, you know? Got a little exaggeration on the arms right here. Arms freaking huge. Let's see here. Do a little something like that, possibly. Check it out in the old mirror. That might be good right there. Mirror. Mirror. Let's see here. Gotta have the mirror. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I can mess with that. Let's see here. It's funny. Now I'm looking at the horse too. Some ideas for the horsey. Unrealistic body parts for me. Right. Let's try this out for fun. see here. People on steroids is crazy, but horses on steroids just get scary. Yeah, right. Superroids. Let's see here. Almost there, actually. What I want. I want to get it like that, like that, like that, maybe like that. Maybe something like this, that. that. Horses are fun. They got the crazy knots and stuff. I like drawing horses though. Always a challenge, but they're fun. Gotta get in those horse hours, man. If you're drawing sword and sorcery and fantasy, gotta put in those hours. Let's see here. Horse roids. Let's try this out. Something like that. And then kind of up like that and down. Yeah. I can edit it one more different way. Kind of digging that a little bit. There we go. Something like that, and something like that, and like that. right. Bust this bad boy out right here. People on steroids getting roided out. All right, we got that. Yeah, so we got that. All right, we got that. This is coming up right here. Like that. All right. Check out one more time. Let's try that out. I might be able to live with that. This one might be a little. Try that out. That might work. Might not. Let's give it a try. Gotta be willing to try things out, you know. Still got a little bigger. I had to make it a little swoller. That's okay. All right, let's flip it in the mirror. See what it looks like in there. That kind of makes me want to tweak the leg again. Just like boom, boom, like that. Something like this. Yeah, I might do that. Got that joint. You got this little joint right here. I could bring his leg up right here like that, but I don't really want to do that. I want to have some room for the cliffs back here, kind of going into the bay. All right. Kind of fun. Not 100% realistic, but that's okay. I'm totally cool with that. Let's see here. The only thing I might want to do is now change the back legs a little bit. I don't know, something with the back leg. I have to mess around with that a little bit. Or not, because I kind of just wanted him coming over the hill a little bit. A lot of trial and error, you know. I might cook on that for a little bit, see what happens. That's what I do. I don't want to, if I get a little stuck on one spot. I'll kind of come back to it later, but for now, the legs are going to be like that. Shoot, it doesn't even look bad even having them up on the hill like that, climbing up. Looks kind of cool. But probably gonna bring it in like this, maybe. For now, anyways, how it was. Yeah. Yeah, putting in some horsepower. Kind of like that a little bit right there. That's kind of fun. Oh, let's try that out. It's not really that realistic, but I like it. That's more fun. All right. I think he's busting. Okay. That. Yeah, it's a weird angle too. Get the horsey. That's cool. Sometimes I'd rather have that than him just kind of standing there. Now he at least is a motion. Yeah. Moving around. Tossing some rocks around. These things are coming out like that. I think it would. This would probably be like that though. Let's see. Yeah. Now that I'm starting to remember. That would kind of come up like that. And this would be more like that. Boom, 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 boom. That would be like that. This would be like this, that like that. Rocks in the background. Too yoked for a yoke. Right? There we go. That looks better. Yeah. Looks a little bit better. So, you know, he got yoked up. It's all good though. Fuck it, you know. And then I gotta put his like thing right there for the. I gotta draw everything back on there too, like the reins and all that jazz. Got that right there. Come up in the air like that. Put some teeth in there too. No, let's leave it like that. But yeah, it doesn't look as realistic, but yeah, it's a lot more fun. So leave that like that. Coming up around the mountain, around the hill, over the hill. About to jump right on these guys. Got this pirate dude right here. It's getting a little decap. Shirt like there. I need to get one of those big barbecue brushes. This big for the pencil shavings. Yeah. Okay. This guy another sword right here. But that's going to go out of the picture like that. He was coming at him. He was coming at Kit with 2 swords. Kit needs his gun. Also his gun holsters right here. Kit ain't fucking around, man. There we go. All right. Probably going to call it right there, folks. Got a lot done tonight, though, I feel like. Thanks to everybody that stopped by. Pretty much finished up the horrors. almost finished up the Phantom. These 3 guys right here still need a little more love. Went in and tightened up the Wolf a bit. And yeah, now we're going to probably do a little bit more pencils. And then the next stream, I'll probably start doing the whatchamacallit, the inks. So that'll be pretty fun. Looking forward to that. Yeah. Probably try to come up with a new texture for this guy, for his costume, to make it look kind of cool. I might kind of trick it out a little bit. Keep it similar to Lee Fawkes, like 89% there, but I might add a couple little tweaks to it, to the costume, for fun. Yeah. Yeah. But thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it. You guys have an awesome weekend. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. And all you artists out there, all you cartoonists, remember that if the artist isn't starving, then the artist isn't hungry. I'll see you guys next time. Keep it metal.